Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline. So if you haven't already noticed, I took a month break from YouTube and there's no specific reason. I think I just didn't really have any motivation and I just wanted to focus on my schoolwork and kind of get my sleep schedule back on track. But yeah, I'm back. I'm going to be posting once a week like I did before. And today is actually going to be a pretty embarrassing video because I'm going to be reading my Harry Styles fan fiction from when I was like 13 maybe. And it's through this app called Wattpad. I don't know if you guys had it, but basically it's an app where you can write your stories, publish it, and then other people could see it, which is pretty cool because some stories actually blow up or go viral. I don't know how to say it, but it gets famous and it actually publishes into an actual book and it sells in stores. I actually wrote a couple of stories, but I only started it, like I just did one chapter and then I gave up on the book. And that was when I was 12 and I believe I had a different account, and I'm really mad that I have two separate accounts because I only remember the last account I had when I was like 13 or 14. So I will be reading a story that I wrote when I was probably 13. Not my first story, but definitely my longest one. So yeah, enjoy my story.
Hey you, can I learn your flavor? It's brand new, now it's in the paper.
So the title is called I Don't Love Him, and the cover is literally nothing. Like, I don't know why I didn't have the time to go on Google Docs and at least put a title or something. I just put a wall. I don't know why I did that. I don't know how to use this. Okay, I'll just click on that. Okay, so view as a reader. Oh, I don't want to read this. Okay. I gave up trying to find a good position to make me comfortable, to eventually fall asleep. Tossing and turning all night won't help. These thoughts are overtaking my mind. And these voices are messing with my brain. How could I be so naive, so stupid to let all my emotions and anger take over me for a guy? My gosh. How could I throw away everything, give all my attention and love for a guy? But that's not the problem. The problem is, why won't I go back? What? It sounds like I was just trying to be like dramatic. Like, I don't think I had a purpose. I think I was just trying to put as much dramatic sentences in this paragraph as much as I could. I'm continuously thinking of what he might be doing at this moment. He's probably pictured me like this, in my room crying over something worthless. But he probably isn't even sorry or even a slight bit guilty. If anything, he's laughing at me.
He's laughing over how I fell for his trap. How I fell in love with him so he can just throw it all away and ruin me.
Well, if that's what he wanted, he succeeded. But I'm still in love with him. I was so angry in the last paragraph and now I'm like, I'm in love with him. The way he hugged me and how it made me feel safe. I'm still in love with the way he told me I looked beautiful and made me feel confident. I'm still in love with the way he told me he loved me and how it made me feel like I was his only girl. I'm still in love with him. I'm still in love with Harry Styles. See, the embarrassing part is not the story or the writing or anything. The most embarrassing part is that this is a fan fiction. So I was writing about Harry Styles. Anyway, so it says 4 months earlier, that way we can understand why I was so completely heartbroken.
Throw it all away and ruin me.
I gather my books out of my locker and head outside my school. Today was another day of sitting in a boring class while Miss Janice gives out lectures that makes half of the students in class fall asleep. Today was a Thursday, that means tomorrow is a Friday.
Thank God.
I didn't capitalize the G and that kind of makes me a little mad, but I am in my junior year and next year will be my last year of high school, and then I'm out of here. I walk down the street heading my way towards home because I don't have a car yet. I still haven't taken my driver's test, which means I have to walk to school and back. You know, I was 13 here and I was making fun of a junior not having her license. But I didn't get my license until college when I was a freshman. So that makes me even more sad to read this. I heard footsteps behind me. Was it a mugger? Was it a kidnapper? I became anxious and started walking faster, not wanting the figure behind me to catch up. He's still following me. I begin to start jogging and the man behind me runs after me and grabs my hand. Oh my gosh! I scream in fear trying to escape when he puts his hand over my mouth and I break out of it. Why? Okay, I kind of remember this story, so I know that's Harry Styles. But like, why would someone do that? Like, if I see someone walking, I'm gonna be like, hey, and like say their name or something. I'm not gonna chase them and then put my hand over their mouth.
Let me go.
I scream one last time, but that's when I realized it's not a scary man who's in his 50s trying to kidnap me. It was a young lad.
I put lad.
About my age with long brown curly hair stopping just above his shoulders. So I'm guessing this is when Harry had his long hair phase. He smiled and I noticed he had one dimple on each side of his cheeks. He was very handsome. Sorry, he says. I didn't mean to scare you. I noticed a British accent. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna do British accent for this story. It's alright. I feel very uncomfortable right now. It's in an awkward position and I have no idea who he is. Do I know you? I ask. We're still standing on the sidewalk, not moving at all. Yeah, he starts to say. Well, no. I mean, you don't know me, but I've seen you at school in the halls. He says shyly.
It's actually kind of cute.
I'm Harry. Harry Styles. He holds out his hand for me to shake it. I grab his hand while moving it up and down in a greeting and polite gesture. Okay, details. I'm Diana. Diana Ray. Okay, so for a second, I actually forgot what the main character's name. I was like, what's her name? Like, I actually forgot. I just realized right now, as she said her name, I named her Diana because at the end of the story, Harry sings that song.
Diana, let me be the one to.
So that's why I named her Diana, because that was the way he apologized to her. Pretty creative, not gonna lie. I actually like that. He smiles at me and it takes me a while to notice that we're still holding hands. Ew! I pull my hand away, a little embarrassed. Sorry, I say laughing as we walk down the street. So why did you run up to me in the first place? I ask confused. It's not every day when a random guy comes up to you and introduces himself on the street. He didn't really introduce himself, he attacked you. Well, like I said before, I've seen you around in school and you seem like a really funny and chill girl. Also, this is the same way I go home, so I follow you every day. He chuckles. That accent is killing me. It's so cute and his laugh just makes me melt. He's very polite also. Oh, I simply say as we get closer to my house. The rest of the walk is quiet and he finally stops walking. Well, this is my house. He walks up the steps and turns back around. Hey, did you maybe want to walk to school together tomorrow? He asks quietly. I smile and nod. Yeah, I would love to. He smirks back and turns around while walking into his house. Weird, my house was just 3 houses down. We were practically neighbors. So like, almost 3 years of high school and he's barely introducing himself even though he follows you every day and he's practically your neighbor. I don't know what I was thinking. I go inside my comfy home and walk upstairs to my bedroom. Dad is at work, like always. So I have the house to myself considering I'm an only child. I hop onto my bed and admire my blanket. I finish all my homework by 10 p.m. 10 p.m? Dang, I wish. And go to sleep tired thinking about Harry. Why was he being so nice to me? If he knew who I was and saw me every day, then how come he never introduced himself to me? Okay, I'm glad I addressed that. I was so confused. I finally fell asleep, sleeping like a baby. Beep, 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 beep. My alarm goes off and I growl. Ugh, another day of school.
At least it was Friday.
I get out of bed and get dressed before heading out to go to Harry's house. I open my door and I almost scream when I see Harry on my front lawn. This guy is creepy. I should have made him like charming, but he's just creepy. Harry, I say laughing. I didn't know you were gonna pick me up. Yeah, well here I am, he says in a cheerful mood. We walk to the school having a normal conversation. I tell him that my mother passed away. Oh geez, that's not a normal conversation. Sounds like a deep conversation. And he tells me about his father leaving him and his mother. So what's it like having a father? Asks Harry, concerned. I've always wanted a male role model. I need a guy in the house. He jokes and I laugh slightly. Having a dad can be rough, but they can make you strong and I love him a lot. I just don't see him very often because he works a lot. What about you? How's it like to have a mom? It's nice. He smiles and tells me everything his mom has done for me. She works double to pay for everything Harry needs. Sounds like my dad. It's lunch at school and I sit with my friend Emma G.
Diana, OMG.
You can already tell that Emma is one of those gossip girls.
Stan from geometry class just asked me out for the beach party tomorrow.
She squeals in excitement. That's great. Where are you? I'm cut off by someone tapping my shoulder and I turn around. It's Harry with a big adorable smile on his face. Hey Diana, who's this? He asks while sitting next to me. Harry's he's just invested in this friendship now. He's just following her everywhere. This is Emma. Emma, this is Harry. I gesture my hands as I introduce them both. Nice to meet you, Emma, Harry says and turns to me. So Diana, I was thinking that maybe after school you can come over to my house. Ooh! We can hang out and maybe get to know each other. It sounded more like a question than an offer. Was he asking me out? Of course not. He just wants to hang out. I wish he was asking me out. I tell him I would walk with him back home and he says he'll see me after school and leaves the table. Emma looks at me and grins wide.
It's not like that, okay? We're just friends.
I say, blushing. I can feel my cheeks getting red. Uh-huh, sure, you're just friends. I hate when people say that, like, mind your own damn business. She says, moving her eyebrows. She says, moving her eyebrows up and down. We both laugh and finish our food. After school, I wait outside the building for Harry. Just when he thinks he ditched me, he appears running out of the school with his books and coming towards me. I laugh at the way he's rushing. Sorry, there were so many people in the hallway. I had to get through all of them. I laugh and say it's okay. We walk down the street to where we live. During the walk, it was kind of quiet. From time to time, we talked, but it was just complete silence. Harry speaks up and says,
You're beautiful.
I look up at him and I know he didn't mean to say that out loud. He looks down embarrassed and I smile. Thank you, I say, and we reach his house. We walk in and it's a beautiful home. Nice painted walls, comfy looking furniture, and cute baby pictures of Harry on the wall shelf. We sit on the couch in his living room and he turns to face me.
Tell me more about your life. I want to know what it's like being the fantastic Diana Ray.
I chuckle at the name title and start off with saying my life isn't as fantastic as everyone thinks. Who is everyone? Like, I didn't make her famous in the story.
I don't wake up being fabulous and then go to school getting perfect grades just like that.
Oh my gosh.
I work hard for every little thing in my life.
I say, stating the obvious. Oh my gosh, she's a little cocky. Like, it sounds like she works really hard, but she wants people to know that she works really hard. He nods, understanding. We talk for a few more hours and I didn't even notice how late it was. We were awfully close to each other right now. Ooh, it's getting steamy. If I leaned in a little more, our lips would touch. Ew, okay. If this was like a random story I was reading, this would be so funny, but it's my story. No way, I say, laughing. What? Oh, okay. It was like a break. Harry laughs too. I notice he's looking at my lips. It's true. I had my first girlfriend in the 5th grade and she dumped me because I didn't like her favorite TV show.
That's crazy.
I hope he doesn't ask me. Typical girl that can't get guys. What about you? Harry asks.
Damn it.
I was hoping he wouldn't ask. I act confused, not knowing what he's talking about.
What? I ask.
When did you have your first boyfriend and how was the breakup like? He smiles, but it fades away when he sees me frown. Oh, he says, you've never had a boyfriend? I nod, saying no.
You've never had a boyfriend?
Harry says again. I just said no. Why is he asking me again?
No, I say.
Have you at least had your first kiss? I nod again, saying no. Harry looks down at my lips. I know he wants to kiss me as bad as I want to kiss him. Now we're closer.
Too close.
My heart is pounding and I'm beginning to get very nervous. He leans in closer and closer.
He's going to kiss me.
Our lips are just about to meet. Right as I'm about to kiss him, the door swings open.
Cock block.
The door swings open with a loud thump and Harry and I pull away from each other as quick as we can. Why did I do that? Like, I probably wanted to make it a little spicy, but nobody likes when that happens. Okay guys, so I'm gonna end it there because there's still a lot more to this story. But if you are as invested in this story as I am, because I want to keep reading, then comment down below if you want a part 2. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned for next week's video and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Take your time, there's something about the love of things you like.